Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Michael here, ChiCityYaker, out on the water. We're coming to the end of summer fishing. It's August here, and now's an interesting time for us because we can still do some offshore fishing for all the various species, but it's also the time where the kings are start thinking about getting ready to spawn, and they're going to start preparing themselves for that spawn run. So you kind of get this period where they might start staging, which means we can either go offshore and fish deep for all the different species. You're still going to catch kings out there, but you can also set up early to try and get on the early migrating fish that are coming in shallower as they prepare themselves for that fall run. It's a great time because you're catching them. They still got a lot of life in them. They're silver. They're going to put up a hell of a fight. You got a chance to catch a big fish, and you know, you can kind of beat the rush before everyone's out for the fall king run when you come out during this period. So that's what we're doing today. It's early on. You don't know exactly when they're going to be in closer to shore, and closer could be anywhere inside of 50 feet of water. But we're going to do some recon today and see what comes up. All right, we've got flashers down, we've got spoons and lead core out, we've even got plugs out. So we'll see what's going on here. Pretty committed to a king bite. It's kind of like an all or nothing situation here. So fingers crossed that we can get into something here in the moment. And well, welcome to this trip, and let's see how it goes. There we go. Fish on. Fish on, fish on, fish on. All right, guys, we're hooked up. Sun is setting. We're out here in about 58, 59 feet of water. There's a lot of head shakes, but it doesn't feel like a king so far. But this is what we're talking about. You get this window where that sun is, you see it behind me, it's starting to go down, and these fish put on that feed again. So that's what we're looking for here, and we're hoping that we can get a king out here. The rest of my rigs are set up for kings, you know. The spoon is such a great spoon, and lead core is such a great catch-all. It feels like it's going to be possibly another Coho. That's what it feels like. It feels like we got some good size on it. Got 200 feet of line to go on the lead core. We had this thing out about 7 colors. It'd be nice if everything just goes off all at once. You gotta love the fire drill, you know. Now we're dropping off. All right, it's swimming with me here. Now we're going into the waves right now, so when we turn around and ride in, we're gonna ride the waves in, which should be a smooth ride, and I'm really confident on the way in we'll pop a couple too. So far, this is my first hookup. My buddy Steve is out, and he's like 1 for 3. He's had 3 hits total and landed 1 little shaker off. But we'll see what we got here. It feels like it has some weight to it. It's not exactly fighting a crazy amount. It had a lot of head shakes. It's possible it could be a brown, but we will see here in a second. I want to get this fish in so I can turn around and start heading back in, because right now we're still going east out into the abyss. and we finally hit the drop off. We're in 80 now. We got hit in 50, so we got hit right on top of the drop off. Still got 75 feet of line out. We're gonna wait to kind of get this fish in a little closer so that before we turn. So trying to make this quick before we go too far out here. Nope. Still on. Getting close. See where it is. There we go. Oh, we got a little king. We're looking for your big brother, bro. There we go. Fat little guy right here. Nice little king, little eater. We're looking for a lot bigger, but it seems like in our area this time of year, which is different, we haven't had big schools of big fish. The kings have been around, but they've been generally 2 and 3 year olds. So hopefully here as we get closer to the, we're gonna turn around now. As we get closer to the fall run, we'll start seeing these bigger ones show up. But this is kind of typical of what majority of the kings that have been in this area are. That's probably a 2 year old, 3 year olds in teens, mid-teens, high teens. We're still waiting to see some of these big boys show up though. So we're gonna get this line set back out here. Took a fish on this one, so that's good. And we'll see if we can pop another one. Hey, let's regroup at least since night's coming up. You know what I mean? I got my light on. I don't see yours. Fish on, fish on. There we go. That did not take long at all. I'm hooked up again, Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's that night bite. That's why I love it. Feels... Let's slow down a little bit. There we go. We really need one of these 2 rods to go off. We need one of these 2 rods to go off, big time. I just set the lines. You saw me. We just caught this first king. It feels like it might be just a tad bigger than this one right here. Man, it's probably gonna be another small king. Could be. We'll see here in a second. But what I'm excited about more than anything is that my intuition was right. That the king bite is happening in the morning in a very small window. And what I've come to learn is I tend to do a lot better with kings in the evening. It's a longer bite period right now. The sun is just starting to set. They'll bite even through the initial hour or so of darkness. And it's a longer period than the morning for some reason. They'll just bite a little longer. And this is just knowledge I've built up over time. And it's allowing me to get on the fish. Now, of course, we're waiting for a big fish. My arm's already hurting here. But if you're not using lead core out of your kayak, it's so effective. So effective. I could probably speed up a little bit, try and maybe hook up with something else. We are popping fish. Literally, what we're doing here is we're fishing right over a drop-off. I caught my first fish coming over it, and we trolled back from the deep right back up on the ledge and caught fish. So we're gonna land this one. We're gonna repeat this. It feels like it's hooked up pretty good. Let's see what we got here. It's probably gonna be a cookie cutter fish. Just the way he's fighting, it feels very much like the same. Oh. Cookie cutter. Yeah, he wasn't going anywhere. He's hooked up. Another king. Wait, is it another king? Oh. I believe so. I'll have to check here in a second. I want to get these lines set though. He wasn't going anywhere. He had all 3 prongs in his mouth. All right, guys. Well, listen. Sun's gonna go down. We're gonna keep on fishing, but the lighting's not gonna be great. Throw the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Need my detailed fishing reports. Check the Patreon down below if you need any of the gear. Check the Amazon link down below. Also, I want to mention that I will be resuming trips for Fall Kings starting now as of the video. So if you want to get out here, get on the King Bite as a stage in August, and then for the full run in September, reach out to me. We'll teach you everything you need to know how to do this successfully out of your kayak and safely, more importantly. You can reach out to me directly via the email down below in the description or on my social media, Facebook, Instagram, at ChiCityYaker. Shoot me a message, we'll link up and we'll get you on some fish. All right, guys? Fish on, fish on. All right, we're hooked up. All right, it's another cookie cutter shaker here. Hey man, it's possible we could limit out on kings. It's possible. The way this is going, we got a pattern down. They're just smoking. They're just smoking this lure. Oh, it's not even worth keeping. It's a tiny little guy. Oh. Come on, chill out. All right, we let him go. It wasn't even worth keeping. Tiny little guy. But that's 3 for 3. Fish on. Fish on. There we go. There we go. There we go, baby. Let's go. Woo! All right. We made adjustments to got that fish in. Let's go. Fish on. There we go. There we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. There we go. Woo! Well, guys, I don't know if you can see it. Another king. Little 2-year-old. He took all 3 troubles. All 3 troubles. Fish on. Fish on. There we go. Oh no, don't do that. There we go. There we go. We about to get a limit, baby. All kings. Oh, even though these guys are smaller, they fight pretty good for their size. They're just a lot of head shakes. Maybe this one's a little bit bigger than the rest, but it seems like they're gonna be all cookie cutter. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Another king. All kings.